Thank you, Sharon. Of course, I can just repeat the export-oriented industrialization mantra, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, with my closing statement, raise another issue. We talk of transparency, democracy, correct? Okay, so we're obsessed with this. But yet, we are now gazetting an act which is actually going to reduce democratic control over the most important institution, the central bank. And we take as our role model the US Federal Reserve. We say, oh, that's independent. Most people don't realize it's controlled by the commercial banks. It was set up by the commercial banks to bypass scrutiny of Congress. Recently, a report was written, it's the most undemocratic institution in all of the United States. It doesn't present any accounts. No one is allowed to question its policies in Congress. It has now actually destroyed the world economy with the greatest printing experiment in history. Not one single piece of legislation has ratified what it has done. It has transferred $6.7 trillion. I'm not saying billion, I'm saying $1 trillion to the rich, to the 1%. Undemocratic, unelected institution with no public oversight. The Western countries, the IMF has been pushing every single country towards central bank independence, so that we follow in the same footsteps. It doesn't matter who you elect in future, because this is the key economic institution. They can make or break any government they want with the monetary policies, and nobody has a right to interfere with them after this Monetary Law Act has been passed. So transparency, come on guys. Transparency, democracy, hypocrisy. Utter hypocrisy of the highest order, you know. So, you know, it's like the Americans say, oh, we're a democratic country and so on. The most powerful body in the US and the world, unelected, and it's a lovely instance. Before Donald Trump became president, he made this one of his most important election promises. He said, I'm going to force an audit of the Federal Reserve. Gets elected, calls Janet Yellen in. She goes to the White House, goes to the president's room. 15 minutes go by, Janet Yellen walks out, Donald Trump walks behind her like that, head bowed. I'm perfectly satisfied with what I've heard from the head of the Federal Reserve, because he was told, you can touch anything you want. You don't dare touch this, because this is the bank of the rich elites. This is the bank we use all over the world. And what they want with this shift towards central bank independence is to lose the democratic control over the most important institution. And after you lose that, you can elect who you want. You know, but you will not be able to control your country any longer. So, you know, sorry guys, you know, we're talking transparency, democracy, but again, it's another elephant in the room. You know, we don't care about this one particular act, and it's so convoluted, the way it's phrased, that, you know, people will not actually delve any deeper into it. I mean, we were talking about the legal ramifications of this. Trust me, you are not facing just the central bank public bureaucrats. You are facing an international community that is doing this all over the world. Because once we make it independent, who do you think is going to control it? What, the people of Sri Lanka? Really? No. It's going to be not even the rich elites of Sri Lanka. It's going to be the rich foreign elites who will control our economy via the central bank.